Last year, there were more than 7,000 gunshots detected in one small section of Louisville.
The city has microphones throughout West Louisville, and they're constantly listening for sounds of gunfire. But in this WDRB investigation, Travis Ragsdale learned LMPD rarely makes arrests because of it, despite spending millions of dollars on this technology.
They came and told me that as a bystander, my father was murdered by a stray bullet. I get tired of opening up Facebook and they're crying, "Oh no, not again."
Sights and sounds all too familiar for a city in the throes of a gun violence crisis. On the streets, Louisville Metro Police.
The biggest change is so much more is asked of us now. It's not just about fighting crime.
More responsibilities and fewer officers means police are using other ways to track down criminals.
The technology is huge because it's a force multiplier. We've lost a lot of officers over the last few years.
Technology like ShotSpotter. These microphones are scattered in a 12 square mile area of the city. This is where they are listening. West Louisville, Portland, Old Louisville, and Shelby Park. But they're listening for something very specific. Gunshots.
It's gunshot detection. And what it does is if a person fires a weapon, it can be a handgun or a long gun, ShotSpotter will detect where that round came from, very pinpoint accurate, I mean within feet of where it was fired, and it'll show how many rounds were fired, and then it will notify us as police officers where that is.
And detect it does. A WDRB News analysis of dispatch records from February 2020 to February 2022 found ShotSpotter detected 14,629 gunshots just in this one section of the city. Some of those were fireworks, particularly on July 4th and New Year's Eve.
One of the big numbers that is staggering is the runs that we make. Well over 90% of those do not have a call for service with them.
That's where Major Corey Robinson sees the benefit.
How often are you hearing gunfire when you're here?
Multiple times a day.
Gunfire is just daily life for Latissha Batts.
Do you call the police when you hear gunshots around here?
My phone would be dead if I called the police every time I heard gunfire. I think it's a good thing, but at least they can blink like I Dream of Jeannie. Once they get here, it's gonna drive down the street, pick up the shell casings.
WDRB reviewed the hundreds of police reports generated from ShotSpotter runs over the same 2-year period. And in many cases, that's what happens. Officers respond to find shell casings, but not much else. And the shooters are already gone.
How many people have been arrested as a direct result of ShotSpotter, let's say in the past year?
Yeah, I don't know that.
Okay.
I don't have that data.
According to LMPD records, ShotSpotter directly led to 60 arrests over that 2-year period. 43 of those were for gun or violent offenses. 17 were for drug charges.
It helps corroborate statements that witnesses or victims may have. They may say someone fired a weapon at me. We can go back and confirm that or dispel it if it happens.
The city has spent millions to expand the ShotSpotter system, going from 6 square miles to 12. That cost $620,000. It costs $390,000 to maintain the system every year. But police say combining ShotSpotter with other technology like license plate readers and cameras means the number of arrests doesn't tell the full story.
When we get people that don't want to cooperate with us, we can use technology in their place. And it's non-discriminatory. It doesn't know a person or it doesn't see color or it doesn't see a gender or anything. So it's been a huge help for us. Then we have technology called Flock, which is a license plate reader technology that can show if stolen cars are in the area. We can corroborate those two things together and then put officers in the right place at the right time. That's been since this year. So we've made a really conscious effort in making our technology side a lot more robust.
But privacy advocates like Kate Miller at the ACLU say it's a slippery slope.
We've seen a ton of these technologies emerge and become more commonplace. We really have, in a pretty short period of time, moved to a state of constant surveillance.
For Batts, while the bullets are still flying, every day could lead to a nightmare.
Come to the center of the house, pray.
And if you have information about this story or any story you think our Investigates team should look into, you can email us at investigate@wdrb.com or call us at 502-322-1297.